What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I am coming at you from the Come and Go in Huxley, Iowa. I only stop at the finest of truck stops if I have a chance. You know what I'm saying? I try to get off of that name brand shit. Loves, Pilot, Flying J, Sad Brothers, you know, all that stuff. If I have a chance, I'm going to try to find a little place in the cut where a lot of people aren't going to be hanging out at. This truck stop right here only has 6 spots. 4 of these spots are taken up by heavy haul. So this is one of those places that's not going to show up everywhere. You know, it didn't show up on my GPS. Didn't show up on... Actually, it did show up on Trucker Path. But these are my places right here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't know if D.O.T has it out for me or not. Or if my co-driver is actually an undercover... You know, because I've mentioned it in the video before when he asked me to train him. I did a little bit of, you know, searching on his Facebook page, and way down in his Facebook page, he had on like a sheriff's uniform or police officer uniform. And at that point, I'd already said I would do it, because you got to go way back to see all that stuff. But, you know, I got the one inspection that they did, the level 1 inspection on me, and he wanted to throw in his 2 cents on that inspection. And now I'm just wondering, you know, does he got some inside scoop, or is he feeding D.O.T some information, or what? Because we've got 3 D.O.T inspections, a 1, 2, and 3 within the last 2 weeks. Now, if they would have all been me, I would have been a little skeptical about him. But I got the first level 1, and then he got the level 2 on the side of the road, then the level 3, and the one on the side of the road was in Illinois, and the level 3 was in Utah. So 3 inspections in 2 weeks, I mean, that's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to rush through this TNT training phase, you know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of people saying, how long does it take to get through TNT? And even me, I say I try to break them out, or I try to knock them out in 5 weeks. You know what? That's the wrong mentality. It shouldn't be how long does it take to get through TNT, or how long am I gonna take to get somebody through TNT. It should be, what are you gonna learn in TNT? You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be honest with you, I probably have more of a chance with this trainee than the ones prior to this, and a lot of it is that we haven't been running at the same pace, so that's one thing. And then also we've just encountered more stuff. I think in the last video I said a breakdown. I didn't have a breakdown. We had a trailer issue, so now he knows how to handle trailer issues. If you know, he needs to get the trailer done. We've had like rejected loads, or you know, claims. We've had just a lot of stuff that normally doesn't come up in 30,000 miles. He's had a lot of that. So I feel good that we've, you know, gone through a lot of that stuff, but I still feel like there's nothing that I can do to give him all the knowledge. My goal is hopefully to give him enough knowledge to find the answers he's gonna need. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like with teenagers or kids getting out on their own, or you know, people having babies. You know, you never know until you go through it. You know what I'm saying? So I think I've done a good job. He's not in the truck right now to validate that, but I'm sure he would say that. But I still feel like I could do more. You know what I'm saying? You know, people say that Prime has a training process that is way too long, and you know, I can agree and disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's too long if you're actually doing kind of more of a team driving situation, but you know, some companies don't do that. But then again, that comes down to the trainer. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like all trainers are coming out running straight teams right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of comfortability that it takes to get into that situation. And I've been lucky with all my trainees that I haven't been in a situation where I felt like endangered or anything. And I was able to spend the time to talk about little things. And, you know, a lot of things that it comes down to, and this isn't like book smarts. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that are book smart in life, and you ask them a question, they can give you an answer. And one thing I'm trying to teach him is the nuance of this, because it's not necessarily, you know, one example. And I always see this, and I look at this, and if I rub you the wrong way on this, I'm sorry. But everybody that's like, well, I'm just going to run 8 hours a day and my clock will never go away and I could just keep running. That's some bullshit. You know, to me, I think that's the easy way for somebody to validate working a part-time job. You know what I'm saying? I have never got forced into a 34 because I've ran my clock out. Never. You know what I'm saying? But it's understanding that clock, and it's that understanding that leads me to the hypothesis that I don't need to just run 8 hours a day or 8.5 hours a day, and you always have recaps. When people say that, if you're going to run coast to coast with no stops or interruptions in between, yes, that makes sense. But in real world, there's no need to cap your driving at 8.5 hours a day. I will like put that up against everything that I know, because I've been out damn near months and haven't had to take a 34. My driver in my other truck, she doesn't take 34s and she runs her ass off. But that's just one of the things. Those are nuances that I'm trying to teach to him, as well as just some of the other things. Here he comes now. He's walking back to the truck. Like I said, I only stop at the finest of truck stops. I'm not pulling into some, you know, pulling into some rest area like, okay, it's time to switch. You know, but anyway, we're chilling here for the night. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning early, get out to a quick trip near where we're delivering the next day, and have a chance to relax. But anyway, he's back in the truck. Hey, any thing you got to say about your training experience here?
Be ready.
I should go live. You know what? Hey, here's one thing I will say, and it really only happened like near the end. You know what I'm saying? Is you know, everybody talks about having a bad trainer and all the shit trainers do and all kind of stuff. And trust me, I had a bad trainer, I understand. And from a trainee standpoint and from a trainer standpoint, at some point things just start to grind just a little bit, and you start nitpicking on little ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So I never wanted to be somebody that was gonna be like nitpicking on some bullshit or making somebody feel uncomfortable. But when you start getting to the end, and you know, one of the things that I always didn't like about training was having the seat. Like every time I get in the car, it's like, or truck, it's like it's like the first time I've been in the motherfucker, and I gotta like readjust everything. And yesterday, I'm gonna tell you, Eric's wife, if you happen to be watching this, Tina, that's her name, right? Yeah, Tina, if you happen to be watching this, I'm gonna apologize right now, because I think that I've been, you know, pretty good. Best ever, maybe. But yesterday we stopped, you know, he had a fuel stop in basically his hometown. Stopped at a fuel stop in his hometown. And there have been a couple times he's got out of this seat, and this seat belt's got all super tight. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to hurry up and get out of here. His wife is there, so I'm like, you know, I'll handle the fuel and all that kind of stuff. And then the seat's all fucked up. And I kind of, you know, wasn't my best day. I didn't go off or anything. I was just like very short and very abrupt about things. And you have to kind of expect those things, but I would feel that even though I kind of did that, it wasn't that bad, was it?
No, you're just frustrated. You're frustrated. It was hot outside.
Yeah, it wasn't like that bad, but
we're getting wore down.
Yeah, we're like 2 months into this, which, like I said, is a little bit longer than normally I'd be out here. But that's usually not something that I would kind of go to. But it does kind of reflect on how serious this shit can be. And I mean, I do think he's lucky. I'm not even gonna lie. I do think he's lucky because people do some crazy shit out here from a trainer standpoint or any of that kind of stuff. So I've always tried to been like, you know, cool as far as that goes. We haven't been in no arguments. Yesterday wasn't even an argument. It was just like me being irritated. But we haven't been in no argument, right?
No, man. Nope. You just gotta be open to criticism. You know, you're training, so you gotta have some thick skin and not get your feelings hurt.
All right, and some of that stuff, I'll admit, I got some petty shit, but it's not the big shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm gonna be doing no crazy shit, but it's just like, I don't know what it is about me. Everybody has their little idiosyncrasies. To me, as expensive as these headlights are, them headlights gotta be off. Sun comes up, that shit gotta be off. You know what I'm saying? And I see people that are out there, well, you know, somebody did a Facebook post like, when do you turn on your headlights? Well, you know, I turn on my headlights as soon as I start the ignition. You know what? Get some of these expensive ass lights and you won't be doing the same thing. But that, and then, you know, I just tease them. A lot of it's just teasing, you know what I'm saying? But forgot my fucking point. Anyway, we've been going through it. He's been going through it. He's gone through more D.O.T. inspections, literally, than people that have been at Prime for 3 or 4 years, possibly. So
that's more than the year and a half I drove before.
Yeah, so he drove back in the 90s, and he never had this many D.O.T. inspections. And you could tell I've been out here for a long time. I need to go live. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow, I'm going to go live if I get the signal. We're going to be out in Ottawanda, whatever, Minnesota. I'm going to go live out there for a little bit. But here's how you could tell when I've been out too long. When I got the little fro jack going, you could tell that I've been out too long. This shit should be like damn near bald, you know what I'm saying? But that's about it. DOT's on our ass. He's made a little bit of money. I've taken some of the money that came to the truck and drove a little faster, using up some of that money for fuel. But anyway, hopefully he's ready to go. Get out to Salt Lake City, drop him off, maybe, or maybe not have a good dinner, something like that. Maybe along the way, I don't know. But it's been a good run, you know what I'm saying? Kind of makes me feel like, you know what I feel like with you?
What's that?
You know, I got these 2 dogs, you know what I'm saying? And every now and then I think, man, what would have happened to them dogs if we wouldn't have got them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if some other motherfucker got these dogs? So now I'm wondering, what would have happened if some random guy got you? I'm joking. You know, in all seriousness, though, it is kind of hard. You know, everybody's trying to match people and things like this. And one thing you can't match is somebody that's a good trainer and somebody that's a good trainee. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the higher up you've gone in management, or in his case in the military, the better, you know, the better leader you are, the better student you are. You know what I'm saying? So just like me, when I went through training, I knew how to accept the subordinate role. I wasn't out there trying to butt heads and throw in my opinions, all that kind of stuff. And that's one thing I could honestly give to him. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't know how to follow because they've never led, and they can't look at it from another point of view. So I've been lucky from that standpoint. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. I appreciate you stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.